On May 16, 1945, the President of Czechoslovakia, Edvard Beneš, returned to Prague after several years of exile during World War II. This return was a significant moment in Czech history, as Beneš had left Czechoslovakia in October 1938 following the Munich Agreement, which was seen as a major political and national betrayal. After the occupation of Czechoslovakia by Nazi Germany and the establishment of the Protectorate of Bohemia and Moravia, Beneš went to London, where he formed a Czechoslovak government in exile. During the war, he became a leading representative of the Czechoslovak resistance on the international stage and contributed to planning the post-war arrangement of Central Europe. His return to the homeland after the liberation of most of Czechoslovakia by Allied forces, primarily the Soviet Union and the US Army, symbolized the hope for the restoration of a democratic system. Upon his return, Beneš resumed the presidential office and attempted to steer the country through a highly turbulent period, which eventually led to the communist coup in 1948. During World War II, thousands of Czechoslovaks fought for the Allied forces, although the exact number is difficult to determine due to the complexity of wartime events and the diverse ways in which Czechoslovak citizens engaged in combat. Czechoslovak soldiers and pilots served in many different units and on various fronts, including those of the Soviets, British and Americans. The first Czechoslovak Army Corps, often unofficially referred to as Svoboda's army. Historical records indicate that it comprised approximately 60,000 men and women. About 22,000 soldiers participated directly in liberation battles, organized into 3 infantry and 1 tank, an airborne brigade. In early September, before the critical battle at the Dukla Pass, the majority of the corps was made up of Volhynian Czechs, who accounted for 42% of its strength, followed by Rusyns and Ukrainians at 24% and Slovaks at 20%. Czech soldiers born in Czechoslovakia constituted only 5.6% of the corps. In Britain, several significant units were formed, including the 310th and 312th Czechoslovak Fighter Squadrons RAF, which participated in the defence of Britain and combat operations over continental Europe. Additionally, the 311th Bomber Squadron operated there, along with Czechoslovak units in the army, such as the Czechoslovak Independent Armoured Brigade, which took part in battles in Western Europe, including the liberation of Dunkirk. The combat actions of Czechoslovaks were crucial not only militarily, but also symbolically, as they demonstrated an unyielding resistance against Nazism and a commitment to fight for the freedom of their homeland. After the war, many of these soldiers were recognized for their service. However, following the communist coup in 1948, a large portion of these veterans faced persecution, and some experienced harsh treatment under the communist regime.
If you've enjoyed this journey through time and wish to stay informed about our new nostalgic content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell. If this nostalgia train has truly touched your heart, show us some love by giving us a like and sharing this video with your friends. Thanks for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you on our next time-traveling adventure.